Oh, it's a fine
Wine.
plastic cap. Mmm, what a bouquet. There you go.
We ain't gonna get many highfalutin bourbons that are gonna have cork.
Yeehaw. So if you're looking for a bourbon to drink under an overpass, yeah. No, we don't. We're being silly. Let's
Be
take it.
serious.
Hi everybody, welcome back.
Yeah. Just to reiterate, we're back with
And we're back.
another member of our core constituency, which is a full-size bottle of liquor, $20 or less, and this comes in at well below that point. Benchmark 8-year-old bourbon, $10. $10. Now this is one that I was kind of had on my radar for a while because I've seen a lot of good things on Reddit about it, and this is probably the bargain brand at Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
Buffalo Trace, incredibly popular. I don't know if I'm that big a fan of Buffalo Trace.
I like it. I'm not, I'm not gonna get it tattooed on any part of my body or anything like that. But it's Buffalo Trace. I like it. I like Buffalo Trace.
So this being a bourbon with an age date of 8 years, again, it really surprised me because most bourbons between 2 and 4 years.
It's a sour mash.
That's got a good
Yeah.
sweet nose to it.
Yeah, it does. As Kelly's face gets
Okay,
melted
so
off.
now when you drink it,
Uh-huh.
sip it like it's super, super hot coffee.
Like it's super hot coffee.
Yeah.
Like, be careful. We're going in.
It smells like bad decisions.
Most bourbon smells that way, if we're being honest.
Fair.
Okay.
Fair. That's much better than the other.
Then lying.
You're not
It's got
alone.
more
A lot of
personality.
people would rather drink bourbon than scotch.
Like, I don't know that I would put that in Scotch category.
Um,
Much smoother.
There's not too much about this. They don't say anything about their mash bill, so you know that it's
It's just
at
a
least
sour mash.
Yeah. And it's at least 51% corn. I would probably bet a day's pay that there is very little rye in that mash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not spicy. It's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It's soft. There's a lot of barrel tannins in it. It's got a lot of black tea flavor.
Mm-hmm. Definitely there on the black tea. That's not shabby though.
It's got heat on the back end. Yeah.
But not pepper. It's just heat.
Just heat.
It's
Yeah.
not
Not
pepper.
pepper,
'Cause
not
I love
cinnamon.
rye. And
This is lower in octane than that scotch. That scotch was 43%. This is 40. So this is the minimum level you can sell bourbon
Yeah.
or any whiskey and still call it whiskey.
Mm.
That being said, for 40%, that's got a lot of flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
It does have a lot of flavor.
Um,
This is a nice, like the same way that Lang was just a nice, simple mixing whiskey. This I would say is in the same category with a bourbon. I don't know if I would call this a sipper. I don't think.
No,
I'd be
I would swap this for Jack.
oh, somewhere in that category.
I
But
was
then
going to
Jack-
say that this is almost like a Tennessee
Mm-hmm.
whiskey.
yeah,
It's got a little bit more barrel in it than those do.
Yeah. But that's why I say I'd swap it for Jack, because this would have more flavor in your Jack and Coke.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Now
yeah.
I see. See, I thought you meant like I'd rather have Jack than
No,
this.
I'm
saying,
sorry.
and
No,
I was
no,
about
no.
to say,
I
I'd
would rather
this
have
than Jack.
this than Jack.
Yeah.
Because it has more flavor, it has
Yeah.
more smooth,
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt. It's not as many bad decisions as Jack has been known to induce.
Jack. Jack is, if we're talking bad decisions, you think about the history of Jack Daniels and how many bad decisions in the entire South have been
so
influenced
many.
by that. Jack Daniels is the thing built on top of an Indian burial mound
Yeah.
of American whiskey.
That's true. But
Just
this
saying.
and like a Jack and Coke and a Jack and Soda and a Jack and Ginger,
Highball.
to put this instead of actually would make
Yeah.
that a really good drink.
Yeah, I think I have to agree. I think this would be better in Coke. I think it would be better in ginger ale, all that stuff.
This in a bourbon Alexander, I would
Yeah.
tear up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would tear that.
And then the price point can't be beat.
I know,
'cause
right?
How
$10
much is this bad boy?
$10.
Which Jack is more expensive, and I don't know that it's aged as long as it.
But I think
No.
the tannins do it justice. I do like that kind of black tea hint in there. I like that a lot. Once you mentioned it, it kind of popped out more, and I was like, yeah, I'll agree with that.
That's sweet up front.
So
tannins on the back.
people on Reddit.
Decent mouthfeel. Yeah. Reddit folks, the bourbon subreddit, guys, you ain't wrong. The ones
That's
that
right.
talk really nice about
When it
benchmark,
comes
'cause,
to alcohol, film recommendations, mental health, and probably porn, I don't think Reddit can be beat.
you have been on the Reddit side. The subreddits I have. Oh, my God.
I don't think I want to know.
We all have
Subreddits you
nightmares
can
for some of the stuff you sent us. Thanks for
Yeah.
that.
You're welcome.
I mean, to be fair, this is the
Reputation.
bourbon by which all others are measured.
Well, I don't know about that.
I mean, it says it, so it must be true.
And it is bottled by Buffalo Trace, so
You know,
they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It is even in a very Jack Daniels
Like, this is a
bottle.
Jack Daniels-esque bottle. Yeah.
And I mean, from a distance, probably is that
Kind
Jack
of.
Daniels? It's kind
Kind
of.
of.
Or if they had this as a well brand, they'd be happy all night long.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
would be way better than the well brands they usually put in there.
Yeah.
And potentially cheaper than a lot of the well brands they
If
put
we
in
were
there.
going to run a bar called, I don't know, the Bottom Shelf Project, this would be one of our own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be perfectly happy with this. And after comparing it to that night, we went out and I had the two doubles,
Mm.
and I ordered top shelf stuff. I think my 2 drinks ended up being about $50.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Compared to something like this,
Yeah.
I could buy 5 bottles. What I paid for 2
And
drinks.
make even more bad decisions.
And what was that? I love Angels Envy, which again I like Angels Envy. Not universal opinion, but I do like Angels Envy. And I can't remember what else I got. I think it was an Irish whiskey of some kind. But that shows you how remarkable it was. I can't recall what the bottle was. But
That was karaoke night, right?
yes,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
karaoke night. Whiskey makes you a better singer.
This is facts. Science.
Oh.
Science.
Yeah. Now, the longer we talk, the more I'm starting to get the flavor of Red Hots.
Yep.
Cinnamon's
A little bit.
Oh, see, and I haven't gotten any of the cinnamon. Like the last thing, what was it? Old Tub? Was that the one that I was like,
Yeah,
holy crap,
right.
cinnamon?
Yeah.
This to me does not have that. It has the pepper hit. It has the heat hit. It has
Yeah,
the
there's a little bit of the pepper
sweetness,
thing.
right? It feels like clove spice as opposed to cinnamon spice. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does. That
Like
it's
it
gentler.
has herbalness in it,
Yeah.
spiciness in it. I guess it's type of
Very
flavor,
astute. I
spice.
wouldn't have thought about it, but yeah, I believe you're right. Now, again, it took a while of talking with the aeration for that cinnamon to start showing up.
Yeah.
It doesn't have some of the characteristics I've had in other bourbons. I don't taste any cherry.
No.
I really don't taste much in the way of vanilla.
No.
On the front, when it's sweet, it feels like, you know what? I say vanilla, and my brain says maple syrup.
I was gonna say either a maple syrup or just like a corn syrup type syrup.
Mm.
I'd say
Yeah.
corn syrup.
Like when I was a kid, I didn't use maple syrup. I put plain old white Cairo syrup on the pancakes, and that is the kind of sweetness that I get in this.
Wild.
Yeah. There are reasons why I am the way that I am.
You know, everyone lives their life. No
That's
judgment.
what I like about the
Oh,
South.
man, that Old Tub's a good whiskey.
Yeah, it is.
I would gladly buy it twice the price, but
Old
don't
Tub.
raise the price.
Don't raise the price.
So, a wholehearted endorsement of Benchmark.
Yeah, that's-
Old number 8. Oh, now, excuse me, this is old number 8. I may have just overstated it because I thought that 8 was the age statement, and here I am making a fool of myself because branding. It's old number 8.
Oh.
Not an 8-year-old.
Does that not make it 8 years old?
No.
Oh.
No, that is branding in my bad
Ah.
eyes. There is not an age statement, so there you go. I stand corrected.
So it probably is a 2 to 3 year.
Yeah, it probably is a
Probably
2
is
to
2 to
3 year. Yeah, because again, I've had old bourbons before, and man, the barrel just hits you over the head with
Yeah.
how woody it is.
Mm.
Yeah, bourbons really shouldn't be.
So then that
aged
makes
like
more
that.
sense that it's not so woody.
Yeah.
If it's just old number 8 instead
it's
of.
old.
Isn't Jack number 7?
Yes.
Oh.
So again, they're
Yeah.
trying to do the whole Jack Daniels.
Adjacent.
They've got the golden arches. We've got the golden arcs.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's branding, if Buffalo Trace has anything to do with Jack Daniels, if they get bought out, or if there's any affiliation with them at all. This is a little similar to Jack, but I think it's more flavorful.
But this is better than Jack.
Oh yeah,
I would, yeah, I'd fight somebody. This is
Alright.
better than Jack.
Well, thank you. Buffalo Trace, I'm normally a Heaven Hill kind of guy, but you did a fine
You like
product.
Mm.